I'm standing here at Front and John Street in downtown Toronto. To my left is the Canadian Security Intelligence Service. On the 7th and 8th floor of that grey building is the guardians of Canada's national security, the supposed guardians of Canada's national security. To my right, we have the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, the watchdogs over CSIS. The problem I fear is that the CBC and other television organizations in this country aren't doing a particularly good job at watching over those men and women who inhabit those floors. I've spent most of my life examining the competency of intelligence services like CSIS. It doesn't leave me with any confidence. These organizations are filled with laziness, bureaucratic inertia, complacency, and corruption. What we ought to have understood September 11th as, and prior to that in Canada, Air India, we needed to really examine the problems that are endemic to these organizations, but it wasn't a pretty picture. And politicians couldn't do that because at the end of the day, what they would have had to have admitted publicly was that the emperor has no clothes. Maher Arar was a software engineer who worked in Ottawa. He was traveling back from Tunisia on a family vacation and he was stopped in New York City. There, he was detained by US officials who were acting on so-called intelligence that had been fed to them by their counterparts in Canada, principally the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. He was then illegally deported to Syria, and there he was kept in a coffin-like cell where rats roamed free for 11 months, and he was routinely tortured. And then, still anonymous officials in Canada, who were being protected by their media allies, who tried to destroy this man when he came back to Canada to try to tell the truth. They tried to thwart the public inquiry. They tried to undermine his credibility. They tried to destroy his name because they couldn't allow the truth to come out. But the truth did come out eventually. And what it said was that media in this country, both in print and broadcast media, were party to the near destruction of a Canadian citizen.
The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and the guilty innocent, and that is power. The quote I have just recited is from Malcolm X.